Morning, everyone. We're going to get started. Good morning. My name is Trina Robinson. I'm the on-site coordinator for Walnut Center. I just want to thank you all for coming and supporting the students and also the 2015 Summer Youth Program. So throughout the 8 weeks, we have gone through many presentations. We have presenters come and support the students on various topics. So I just want to thank the presenters that are here. Also, thank you for allowing and going through your time. I know your time is valuable by coming in and volunteering your services for the summer youth also. And without the supervisors, we wouldn't be having this program. So thank you, supervisors, for allowing the students to come in your departments and having them, do different things with you and your department. So I thank you. I know it's been rough at times, but you guys rocks all the way, all the way. So thank you. So without further ado, I'm going to start the program. Okay. So today we have a rising voice in understanding hip hop culture. His cultural analysis and ideas are transforming and revolutionizing common approaches to the youth engagement. He has spent last decade working with gang and drug impacted youth in the school system and as well as the juvenile justice system. He is the author of Live Above the Hype, Hip Hop Life Skills Curriculum, and is now working diligently helping youth service agencies and professionals becoming more socially relevant to the communities they serve. So let's all give a round of applause to Mr. K-Ron for taking the time. So this is K-Ron Valentine.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. For the most part, I'll be standing right here because I'll make sure I can control the PowerPoint. But first, I would like to thank everybody for having me. My background is working with youth, particularly, like we said, heavily gang and drug impacted youth. So I work in the juvenile halls, I work in the camps, and a lot of street stuff, a lot of intervention programs and things like that. So I bring that up because I was just talking to Trina and I was saying how inspiring it is anytime I get the opportunity to speak to young people who are doing something so positive. I don't remember the young man that was just helping me, but the first thing I told him right here, first thing I told him was it just feels good in here. It's like a positive energy. So I'm definitely happy to be here. So today, one of the things, the main point I'll be talking about is greatness. Anytime I speak to somebody, I'm trying to bring out their own greatness. We're talking about how greatness is a choice, because it's not based on luck, it's not based on intuition it's an actual concrete choice that you have to make to be great. Okay, so by a show of hands, how many people want to be great? Because everybody don't want to be great. How many people want to be great? Yeah. Awesome, I'm in the right place. Okay, so, I've talked to people, and some people really say, I'm fine just chilling, as long as my cable is paid, and I'm good. And what I tell them is, okay, that's you. I don't, so I always want to know that. So great, I'm in the right place. So first thing we have to talk about when we talk about greatness is, what is greatness for you? Let me see. I'm gonna see if the slide, make sure it's working. Looks like it's freezing up on me. But hold on, real quick. Let's see. There we go. Oh, there it is. We're in there. Okay. So it went too far, but there. I'm not a tech guy. I'm gonna need you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to talk about defining what greatness is to you. So that's very important. It's on everybody in here to decide what greatness is for you, because what's great to me is going to be different than what's great to you, and vice versa. So with that being said, I am an author of a curriculum called Live Above the Hype. And the reason it's called Live Above the Hype is, as you can see, the hype is everything around us. Everything around us tells us who we should be, what we should do, what we should look like, what's beautiful, what's ugly, what's cool, what's not. You know, all these different things are trying to tell us what greatness is. And if you don't fit in the hype, that leaves you feeling like maybe I'm not great. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest things that I focus on, is living above the hype. All this distractions and all this nonsense that's around us. So one of the things that I deal with is understanding, again, my background is more of a street background. And because of the hype, a lot of us thought cool was so important that we was willing to take all these penitentiary chances and pretty much throw our life away. You know what I'm saying? I was just blessed for that light bulb to go off. And when people see me, you know, like my wife, I'll tell you about real quick. My wife, I met her in school, in college, and she was a straight and narrow, like real straight and narrow young lady. She didn't doubt. She was straight. So when I made my transition, I made it around that time, right? And I met her and we got together. And the people that knew her was like, "Why are you with him? Do you know who he?" It was like, "Do you know who he is?" Like, why? What? They didn't get it. But it was about me changing. You know what I'm saying? Changing and living above the hype. And once I did that, I became the man who I am today. So I'm doing a lot of great things. And the only reason I bring that up is because I found what was great for me. You see what I'm saying? And once you find what's great for you, and some of you probably already have, you're going to blossom. You're going to blossom to do some great things. So one of the main things we have to discuss when we're talking about greatness is you have to be willing to run your own race. You have to be willing to run your own race, Right now, well, I'm just, my mind's going everywhere. Right now, you have to understand your greatest potential comes from you running your own race. If you try to run somebody else's race, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Once I went to school and came out of school, I became a school teacher. And that was so important for me because me particularly, I've never seen a teacher look like me. You know what I mean? My whole public school experience, I never had one black male teacher. Not one. So part of my greatness was like, I'm going to do something I've never seen before. I actually went back to the school that I started with as a little bitty guy, and I became a school teacher there. That was just about me running my own race. And I didn't realize that me doing that would lead to so many other opportunities. This is at a time where everybody wanted to be a rapper, including myself. I was a rapper, even when I got my degree. I got my degree from college, and some of the professors was like, "So what are you gonna do with your college? With your college degree?" I told them, "Shoot, nothing. I'm gonna be a rapper." You know what I mean? I'm just waiting on my record deal, right? Because that's what I thought. You know what I mean? That's what I really thought. But I found my greatness. You have to run your own race. And like an example I like to use is Serena. Serena grew up in Compton, California. And by hip hop heads, you know that I'm excited because today straight out of Compton comes out. So straight out of Compton. But I use Serena as an example. She came from Compton, California. And in Compton, she could have easily looked around and dealt with the norm. She could have got caught up in the gangbanging. She could have tried to be the next Dr. Dre or the next Game or the next Eazy-E or whoever, right? And she may have been a good rapper, who knows? But her greatness was in tennis. And you don't really hear that. You don't really hear, "Oh, here comes this great athlete, this great tennis player coming out of Compton, California." She chose her own greatness. She chose her father, was on her and helped them find their own greatness. You know what I'm saying? They helped them find their own greatness. And with that, she is doing all the great stuff that she's doing today, right? Another guy I was just had the privilege to hear speak. I don't know if anybody's familiar with him. His name is Leland Melvin. Now, this guy was a football player, NFL football player, okay? Now, he was a football player, got injured, during his career, and actually went back to school to become an astronaut. An astronaut. First of all, he's a football player, an NFL football player. You know how beating the odds, how hard that is to do that. You would think that's it. Most people would say, "Okay, that's it. Maybe I'm gonna go back and coach at a community college, which is good. I'm gonna do something like that because that's the norm. I was a football player, so I'm gonna go back to a high school or to a community college and be a coach." He said, "No, my greatness didn't stop on that field. I was great there, but my greatness didn't stop there." He went back to school and ended up becoming an astronaut. Who becomes an astronaut? Like, who you know is an astronaut? Right? Like, for real, right? Like, you gotta really think about that. Like, he did that. Like, if I said today, you know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna be an astronaut. And I'm gonna go to school for that. You know, that's like a long stretch. But he did that, right? So, these are the type of things that when we talk about greatness, you have to understand that your greatness may be way out of the box of somebody else's definition of what greatness is. They probably can't even see the vision. Can you imagine him telling his football colleagues that? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to be an astronaut. And he just was an NFL player, you know, the jock or whatever, right? So you keep that in mind, that you can be whatever you choose to be if you commit to it, okay? Another thing I like to use, this right here says a lot to me. Anybody, what is that? It's a pencil, right? Other than writing, what are some great things that you can do with a pencil? Somebody go just tell me. You can erase. What else? Draw other than writing. What else? Just think about it. I mean, I got be a good back scratcher. What else? Get the gum off your shoe. Hair, yeah, hold your hair up. Right? What else? You can make straight lines. It could be, you know, like almost like a ruler, a bookmarker. I mean, we could go down the list. Firewood, you know, depending if you got enough of them, if you got 2 of them, you make chopsticks. There's a lot of different things you could do. You know, everybody ever put a pencil in the door stopper? Right? Right? A hole puncher. There's a lot of different things, and I say that for a reason. There's a lot of different uses for that pencil, but its greatest potential is writing, right? And with writing, using it as its greatest potential, it's able to document wisdom and write books and do all kinds of things that's changed the course of the world forever. Because think of yourself as that pencil. You're probably great or good at a lot of different things. And a lot of people may tell you, you know what, you just need to be a good back scratcher. That's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You got different textures. You can turn it over and use the erasers a little softer than the, you know, it's good. But at the end of the day, you're great at being right, at being a writer, being used as an instrument to write. So understand your greatness. Find your greatness. Keep your greatness. Define it and pursue it. Pursue it. You know what I mean? That is so important, like I say, because we're living in a time where everybody is trying to fit in the norm. Everybody. I don't want to do anything outside of what's cool or what people say is cool. And the problem with trying to do what's cool is, guess what? The same person that you're trying to impress, guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to impress you. So we're sitting here going in one big circle. Nobody wants to step out of that circle because nobody wants to stand out and nobody wants to make that mistake, right? So with that being said, we use the pencil idea. We understand you must run your own race, and nobody can be you but you. And you must be the best you that you can be. Okay? A lot of yous, and I did that on purpose, because it's about your uniqueness. It is about nobody can be you but you. Nobody. Okay? And if you don't walk in your purpose, that will be a purpose that will never be fulfilled. Because can't nobody else fulfill it. Even if they try. They cannot fulfill your purpose. Okay? So keep that in mind. When I speak, I've been called a motivational speaker, and I always say, I am not here to motivate you. I am only here to help you find what motivates you. Because, you know, I go to a lot of speakings, religious services, seminars, all these things. And I bring that up for a reason, where there's times when we get out and we're all excited and we're like, oh man, this was great, right? And then you say, what did he talk about? You be like, I don't remember what he said, but I just remember it was great, right? And that's what happens, right? Because you get out and you all fired up, and you get in the car, song come on, you start singing your song, and that's over. K-Ron, cool, right? So I just want to resonate to help you find what is great in you and what motivates you. The key word in motivate, the root word in motivate is motive. You have to find what motivates you. I found what motivates me. You know what I'm saying? And once I found what motivates me, I became great. Before I found what motivated me, I was below mediocre. You know, I mean below. I went to college, and I'm going to share this secret with you, really, I went to college. I got blessed because I had a natural intellect. I could pick up stuff fast. Very, very fast, very fast. So I was blessed. I did well on my SATs. when I got to college, I had the same work ethic that I had when I was in high school. I didn't carry backpacks, you know, none of that. Books, none of that. I didn't do any of that, right? So I got to college, my grade point average in college, I usually never tell people this, but now I know it can help somebody, so I tell them. My grade point average was a .92. So you're talking about not mediocre. You're talking about like below failing. Like, what are you doing, right? Because I didn't find what was great. I didn't find what motivated me. I'm like, I'm here. I was taught to go to college, so I made it to college. Once I got to college, I made it. I thought that was the finish line, right? So I made it. I'm in college, right? I defied the odds. Once I found some stuff to motivate me, I became a scholar. I didn't get anything less than a B. You know, it was A's and B's, that was it. But I had to find what motivated me. And a lot of times, you will find that some people will be very mediocre, but you don't really understand the greatness that is in them. I look at it like a seed. You might see a little seed, and you say it looked like a little rock. You put that seed in the ground and you water it, and it becomes an oak tree. You didn't know that whole big old oak tree that you see was all contained in that one little seed that you just walked by. Who would have knew that that oak tree was in that seed, right? And that's when I talk to people, that's what I see. That's what I see. I just see potential, right? So, with that being said, when you find your greatness, you have to pursue it. And you have to pursue it like that. Like that. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a burning passion. You can't be nonchalant with seeking your greatness. You know, I know people like particularly in the music industry, and I know people that are aspiring rappers and aspiring producers, and they just, you know, want to sit around, they want to kick it, you know, I'll get to it when I feel it, you know, because you know with the artist mentality, you know, I'm an artist myself as far as writing, drawing, I do all, so I understand that mentality, I get to it when I feel it, and no, this is how you got to be, whatever it is, you know. You got to be out there networking, whatever field you're in. Again, I talked to this young man, he already know what he's doing. He already know what he wants to do. He told me exactly what I'm doing. That's greatness. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I want to do. No, not only do I know exactly what I want to do, I'm doing it. I'm already pursuing it. You know, and some of us may not know. So what we do right now is we seek it. And once we find it, we pursue it. Once I found certain things, I gave up everything else. You know, a lot of the bad habits that I used to do, a lot of the, you know, you can use your imagination. A lot of bad habits that I used to do, the moral aspect didn't hit me. I didn't stop because it was wrong. I stopped because it got in the way of my greatness. I'm like, I can't be sitting here partying with y'all, sitting on the couch outside of my clear mind and be great at the same time, so I gotta go. I can't keep doing that. Yeah, this is fun, but no, I'm here for greatness. So because of that, that's what started changing my life. You know what I'm saying? So that brings me to my next point. Greatness is hard work. And it requires sacrifice. Okay? So for those, everybody raise their hand that wants to be great. Some of you are already walking in your greatness. I already know. You're already walking in your greatness. I feel it in the air. It's just so positive. But what are you willing to give up? Can't do both. You know what I'm saying? I missed out a lot of stuff in high school because I tried to do both. Like, I didn't play sports in high school, you know, and it was because I'm the guy on the couch or hanging out. You can't do both. You know, you can't do both. So there's certain things you have to let go. So you got to ask yourself, what are you going to let go? You know what I mean? It may be excessive TV. I very rarely watch TV. And I'm one of them guys, I love entertainment. I can sit and watch movies all day long. But I don't. Video games, I won't even buy a video game system. I have one of those, what's the word?
Atari.
No, I got compulsive personality. So once I start the game, I have to finish the game, like, you know, today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pass all 1,000 levels like today. So because of that, I won't even touch video games because I know that's gonna take me away and distract me. Some people can play it, they have on their leisure time, play it and get and go. Not me. I will literally play it all night long. The sun go down, come up, I'm not eating, I'm just like, I gotta rescue the princess, right? So because of that, I have to give certain things up. I have to give it away, I give it up. So, You have to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? Or what do you need to give up? You know what I'm saying? Because greatness is hard work and it's sacrifice, okay? It's hard work and it's sacrifice. Very important point. Time can either be spent or invested. Just like money, right? Time could be either spent or invested. Now, the difference between being spent and invested is when you spend it, you don't get a return. There's no return. You just spend it. And sometimes you may want to do that a little bit. You know, you may, for those who are working hard, you know, sometimes you need that. You just want, just like making money. You don't get your whole paycheck and just invest your whole paycheck. You spend a little bit, put some away, invest some. Time is the same way. If you're spending all your time, you're not going to get a return. So what does spending time look like? Again, playing the video games, hanging out, partying too hard, you know, all these different things that bring no return. They're fun and they're good in their proper context, but if you're spending all your time on these things, you're not going to get a return. Then you have what's called investing your time. Like, again, when I say college, I use college for a reason because that's a great investment for me as far as my time, because even today, I'm still living off that investment. Those 4 years, 5 for me, you know, go away the first year. 5 years that I took in college, I'm still feeding my family off that. That's an investment, okay? So whatever you're doing, when y'all hitting the books, when you're in programs like this, these are all investments. These are investments. I didn't even know about this program. Like, and this is great. I was saying that, you know, next year, if you want to contact me and I could tell other people about it, you know, other youth, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here is great. This is great. And this is getting you ready because this doesn't go away. This experience is forever. You know, not just your memories, but your networking, the stuff that you learn. This is forever. This is stuff that you, even if you may not consciously remember where you got it from, this is forever. So this is a great investment. You know, the hanging out, I mean, that's over. There's nothing, you know, I don't care how great the song was at the time I was listening to it at the party, that's over. That is an investment. I mean, that is a waste. That is spending, okay? So, with that being said, I heard some people say they like hip hop, right? Real quick, I'm gonna ask you something. Anybody know any of these rappers?
J. Cole.
We do? Wow, I don't know. All right, tell me who the rappers are.
2 Chainz, J.
2
Cole.
Chainz, Lil Wayne, J. Cole, okay? And who?
Ice Cube.
Yes. The GOAT. Anybody thinking that's the GOAT right there, the greatest of all time. Ice Cube. Debate about that later, right? All right? What do they all have in common? Anybody know? What is it?
Yes.
They all went to college. And the reason I bring that up is if you listen to his music, it is very low intellect, right? It's just fun. That's all it is. It's just having fun. He's a very intelligent man, though. He just found out this is my product and this is what I'm selling. And that's just what it is. I'm selling this. This is a product that people want to buy, and I'm selling this. But he's found his greatness. He's actually great at doing that, right? He's actually great at that. I mean, I can't put on a 2 Chainz song and be still. I don't care where I'm at. You put it on here, I'll be like, right? That's what it does, right? He's great at it. You know, even Lil Wayne, he's very, very, very intelligent. I mean, you know, in his own way, but he's very intelligent. You know, but my point of bringing all this up is a lot of people that we discuss and we see in the limelight, they understand the principle of choosing greatness. And they said, you know, basically, if this doesn't work out, I've already invested my time in something else just in case. And these are the ones that usually make it. Now, all of them may not graduate college because, you know, it took off or something like that, and that's great. But they understood, and again, I talk especially to a lot of young men. And I don't want to get on this rap too long, but I can talk about this for forever. But they sit there now, because I have the same aspirations. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to write, I'm going to be the best rapper, and guess what's going to happen? Poof, I'm going to get this magic record deal. They're going to, these record labels are just going to hand me over fistfuls of money. The lights are going to be shining in my face, I'm going to rap, and I'm going to be a superstar. That is not the formula. It does not work like that for anybody. for anybody. There's a formula, you know what I'm saying? And there's a reason why record labels pick them. There's a lot of great rappers out there. I mean, I know plenty of rappers. I mean, and they can rap. But when you're dealing with rap, it's a business. And as a business, I'm going to bank on those who are going to bring me a return. I talk to young men also again, specifically those that are, heavily involved in criminal activity. And I ask them, okay, if you're going to be a rapper, that doesn't take you off the hook of being great. Do you honestly think me as a billion-dollar record label that I'm going to invest millions of dollars in you and you can't stay out of jail for 3 months? I don't care how good you can rap. I'm going to give you millions of dollars just so you can go right to jail, and then I got to figure out how to bail you out. I'm losing my money. It's not going to happen. So the whole point is, regardless of what your ambitions are and your aspirations, you have to choose to be great. Anybody know 50 Cent? Oh, yeah. You know 50 Cent doesn't smoke, didn't drink, none of that. No alcohol, no, even though he in the club, bottles full of bub and all that. That's a product. He chose greatness. He sell that. Don't smoke, don't drink, eat healthy. This is the real, this is the reality of it. There's no way around being great, okay? So, something else that we need to understand. People don't attract what we want, we attract who we are. We don't attract who we want, we attract who we are, okay? So, I just think about a lot of opportunities that come my way now. A lot of opportunities come my way are because of who I am. When you're somebody else, what do you think? If I'm known for being a thief or I'm known for being criminal activity, what kind of opportunities do you think gonna come my way? There's some gonna come. Just the criminal activity. They're gonna come and say, hey, guess what, man? This is house. We can break into. There's this. That's the opportunities that's gonna come because that's who you are at that time. Once you choose to be somebody else, guess what? Wouldn't nobody even feel comfortable bringing that opportunity to me at this point? They wouldn't even open their mouth to bring that up to me, because that's not even who I am. It wouldn't even feel right. They wouldn't even mention it around me, right? Because you attract who you are, and that's just the reality of it. You want to be great, you choose to be great, and you will see how opportunities and people come to you. It will come to you. That's life. There's somebody always watching. People are always watching. Even when you think they're not watching, they're watching how you look, they're watching how you pay attention, they're watching how you talk, they're watching everything. And then just out of nowhere, guess what? You'll get a call, I remember you, or I have this opportunity for you, or because it's who you are. Okay? Last thing, as I wrap it up, we have to understand is you can't be afraid of success. That's another thing. Don't be afraid of success. Once you find your greatness, it's okay to be great. A lot of times we also don't want to be that shining light. We don't want, especially if we come from the hood or whatever, we don't want all that attention. It's like, I want to blend in. I don't want to be the one that's doing all this great stuff. I don't want that. I don't want people to think I'm not cool. I don't know if y'all use the word square. I still say square. I'm dating myself, but yeah, I don't want to be the square in the bunch. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be. We want to be great. I used to talk to when I used to teach, and I used to tell, particularly to young ladies, I used to say this. There's this thing where people always say, you ever hear somebody say, "Oh, you think you're too good for that?" Anybody ever heard anybody say that? You know what I tell them? Yes. Some things you are too good for, and it's okay to be too good for certain things. That's not arrogant. No, I am too good for that because I know my worth. And you are probably too good for that. You just haven't found it out yet. That's my mentality. There's certain things, yes, I am too good for. And you are too. You just haven't found it yet, right? So with that being said, do not fear greatness. Do not fear your greatness. Do not fear the responsibility that comes with it. I just had my kids. Everybody give it up for my kids real quick. Someone say my daughter is in Gate. She's in Gate now, right? And she's in 3rd grade. I said, daughter, she said, were you in Gate as a kid? Like, how was it for you? No, I was not in Gate, right? No. So she said, I'm nervous. And I told her, I said, if you weren't supposed to be in Gate, you wouldn't be in Gate. So you're built for the opportunity that comes. All you that's going to do all these great things, and you're probably already doing great things. Michael was telling me about some of you were doing speaking, right? The public speakings and stuff like that. That is great. you know, I didn't do any of this until I got way older. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's great. And with that being said, don't fear it. Don't fear the responsibilities. Don't fear that, okay, what if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? None of that. You're built for greatness. You just have to walk in it, okay? So, like I said, as I wrap it up, my last point is, greatness is, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? That's just the reality. If greatness was easy, everybody would be doing it, but it's not. And it's on you to choose. Uh-oh, came out? Yeah. See, I'm just going off the top. So yes, that rapper in me, right? No, but at the end, but I'm wrapping it up though. So, greatness is a choice. It is not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But it is a choice. It is a choice you have to make every single day. Okay? Because we know, you may have heard this, success is not a destination, it is a journey. Every single day. It's just like some people desire, the definition of greatness is being rich, right? Then you find somebody that hit the lottery or the lotto and they're filthy rich. What usually happens to people that hit the lotto?
They're broke.
They're broke. And they end up being broker than when they started, right? They end up being broker because it's not about, oh, I made it. It's about maintenance. It's about choosing every single day to be great and to make the right decisions, okay? So, again, my name is K-Ron Valentine. I'm on this now. This is new. This is new for me. Everybody tell I need to be on Instagram and Twitter. And I don't understand the tweeting thing. I'll be like, I'm sitting in the restaurant, like, who cares, right? So I take a picture of my food, like, okay, so I'm getting into all this stuff, right? So, but, you know, I'm on Instagram and Twitter, you know, and all that, you know, hopefully we can stay in contact, and that's my presentation, everybody.
So first I have Anna. Kaiser, Ari. Next I have Adelie and Shaksid and Miss Judy Wadden. Next I have Adrian Carrillo. Ryan. Supervisors. Yeah. Next I have Brittany Maldonado. Next I have Daniel Greaves. And his supervisor, next I have Daniel Lopez and Ty Long as next I have Aaron Gonzalez and his supervisors, Christina Amaya, Juan Gadden, and Regina Shandar. Next, I have Taekwon Kim and his supervisor, Gilbert Mixon. Next, I have Jasmine Contreras and her supervisor, Amy May. Oh, yeah. Next, I have Juan Lozado and his supervisor, Jody Saylor. Next, I have Kylie Sharp and Martin Swan and their supervisor, Domi Grisby. Next, I have Maricela Rosales and her supervisor,
Oh, so kind. Oh, thank you.
And next, I have Kate Scott and Angela and And last student, Tiffany Chen with her supervisor, Gloria. Real quick, I have a couple more awards in the program. I have perfect attendance. I want to call Adelie Ramirez. Adrian Morello. Brittany Maldonado. Daniel Greaves. Kylie Sharp. Juan Lazada. Shamsi Zafira. And Tiffany Chen. And a few more awards here. We had 3 students who did excellent with their grades. So Haikwan Ken was first place and receiving 1,014 points for out of 1,050. Next, we have Martin Swan, who received a total of 996 points. So. And third place, Daniel Greaves. And then we have the Outstanding Honors Award that we want to specifically give to Tiffany Chen for her outstanding Now we want to give out our last few awards here. I want to call back K-Ron Valentine. Ms. Debbie Curtin, who was a big part of our ROP teacher for PUSD. She's actually not here today, but just want to recognize what a great support she was for our team, Debbie Curtin. And now our two gentlemen who outshine the program with their Toastmaster skills and bringing presentation. You know, I can't do this. I look to you guys often when it's time to present. So Ryan Matsunaga and
Clapping till they get up here.
One more thing to share with you.
Oh, not one more thing. Give a big hand for Steve.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out 'cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves thinking life's not fair. tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Students have helped me tremendously, like all the flyer, the video, after hours. Yes, the banner. Yes. They have done a remarkable job, and I thank you for doing such a good job on the video. She stayed hours at, like, I gotta get this video done. And then Adrian did your guys' brochure, so well done. Michael Miller is going to give his yearbook treats.
Good afternoon, Junior Toastmasters and honored guests. 8 weeks ago, when we opened up our Youth Leadership Program workbooks, we took a journey together discovering leadership and public speaking skills. All these weeks later, let me ask you, how many here feel more confident to speak in public? Very, very good. How many here would say you're a better listener when somebody else is speaking? Very important, every evaluation. How many here would say they're more comfortable preparing for a speech or a presentation? When you guys gave your icebreaker speech, what was that, 8 weeks ago now? Wow. That seemed like it's yesterday. You guys, you had a great attitude when you came up and gave that speech in front of the class. It was day one, very hard thing to do, but you guys did it. Now I'd like to have our best reader in the class, Tiffany, to come up here for a second and talk about attitude. Come on, Tiffany, I got something. Well,
Attitude by Chuck Swindoll. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances. embody the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are all in charge of our attitudes.
Great job.
Thank you, Tiffany. 10% in life, gee, life happens to us, right? But it's 90% of how we react to that. Kind of like what our speaker said today, right? On greatness. It's like, it's up to us. What do we put into it? What do we want out of it? Kind of thing. So you guys are in charge of your attitude. When you walk out of here, you're taking that great attitude with you. Now we're like our guests here and joining me in welcoming our successful graduates of the Toastmasters International Youth Leadership Program. So let's applaud for these guys, because they deserve it. Hard work. Okay, now I'd like our executive Slate 1 and Slate 2 committee, our officers, to come up to the front for a minute. We had presidents, vice presidents, sergeant at arms, and we're missing executive secretary run the class every Friday, right? So they help Ryan and I actually run the class every Friday. So great job to you guys. I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. What did you learn the time that you've been in the class? Any volunteers?
I learned that being a leader isn't about having rank or about I'm higher than you, but it's more about motivating everyone else to be as good as you and to motivate them to be like the best they can be as well. That's what a leader is to
Very
me.
good, very good. Anybody else? Any answers? Please.
It reminds me of a little thing I saw, a little excerpt. A leader isn't someone sitting on top of a throne, pointing out, you do this, you do this, you do that. A leader is someone who's on the front lines with you, pushing, moving forward.
Wow, good one, huh? Good. Anybody else have any comments?
I
Jen?
remember the first day we came here, you said leaders aren't born, they're made. So that made it like impact me because I'm not used to being in the spotlight. So it was a good experience for me.
Anybody else want to make a comment? How about if I ask you a second question? What did you learn about you being in this program? What did you learn about yourself?
That we all grew as a person and each other. For example, I didn't like public speaking. I still hate it, but I'm better at it now.
Any other comments? I had to ask our president, Daniel, you. Come on. I know something's on your heart.
I learned about myself that it's not easy speaking in front of people, and it's really nerve-wracking. But this Toastmasters really helped me with that, and also that it's so important to be leading everyone and helping everyone know what they're doing. So,
You guys had the opportunity, would you do it again? Why? What'd you get out of it? What'd you get out of it? One?
Speaking skills, like I improved in my speaking skills.
Anybody else? Check C, come on, that smile. There's word behind that smile.
Well, if I could do it again, I would. Why? Because it really puts you out there. You really don't know if you're a really good speaker unless you do it. Opportunities don't come like this. And Mr. Miller gave me an opportunity to be in this program and to show myself what I am worth. And that's why I would do it again.
All right. This team of leaders here, that they've worked very hard these past few weeks, but we played hard too, didn't we? We have a good time doing it. Congratulations to that. closing, I just want to say how proud I am of you guys. You guys did a fantastic job. One of the things I said way back when, 8 weeks ago, there's probably some friends in here you didn't know you had yet. Isn't that true? You guys have some friends. A lot of you aren't from the same school, right? You got to meet other people from other places, learn some things about each other. Wasn't that a thrill of doing your Toastmasters class? Besides the speaking stuff, you made some friends along the way. Wasn't that wonderful? I made friends with you guys. But one of the friends we also made in this program was Ryan Matsunami. Right? Ryan, he's the past division and area governor of Toastmasters International. And this guy's helping me out. I should be helping him out. Ryan, want to come up here and say something?
Thanks for putting me on the spot. No, I just want to apologize to you guys once again. I'm really sorry I missed those presentations. It looked great, and Michael told me about how you guys made, what's that guy's name, Roger? You guys made that guy cry because he was so happy that you guys get it. You guys are the future, and you get it, because what he said is right. There's a lot of adults, even here, that don't get it. So you guys are on the right track. I'm very impressed by you guys. This is only my second year seeing Junior Toastmasters and just meeting the students in general. And I came away impressed the first year, and the second year I'm just as impressed. So this is something that I look forward to doing with Mr. Miller every year, and it's because of you guys. You guys make the class. Every class is unique. You guys are all unique. You guys all have great futures. So I gave you guys my card. You guys have Mr. Miller's card. Please don't be shy. If there's anything we can help you with, then just give us an email. Call us. We're here for you guys. Mr. Miller and I, we are Kaiser lifers. So those cards are good forever. Until we retire. So, but we wish truly the best for you guys, and I would love to know your future, because I see a lot of great things. So thank you guys for really indulging us by being in our class.
Get that podium empty, right? Number one rule. I think you guys know that right now. Going forward, I expect great things from you guys, because we did great things this past few weeks. But last week, we got to do that last thing in the book. That was we graded ourselves again, because when we started, we graded ourselves how we felt as public speakers and other different things, right? And now we had to grade ourselves again 8 weeks later. How do I rate myself as a speaker today? It's like most of you said, I see an improvement. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. But you also got to do something else. You got to grade everybody else in the class. Usually when you go to high school, they'll have, for your senior year, voted most likely to something. Well, you guys voted for each other on these somethings. And I want to read some of those answers to you. Voted most likely to become a doctor. Ooh, Kaiser, that's a big one. Guess who got all the votes? Daniel Lopez. Voted most likely to become best friends forever. Pick two people. Adrian and Brittany got the most votes. Besides Maisha and Tiffany, they got a bunch of votes. So, buddies, huh? Great. Who's gonna get a great job at Kaiser Permanente? Daniel Lopez again. Become a professional athlete. Who got the votes? Who'd you vote for? Martin, big time. Who's gonna write a successful book? Kylie. Get that pencil ready. Get that pencil ready. Come on. Pass the bar exam. Who'd you vote for? Pass the bar exam. Check C. You guys give her a ton of votes. Okay, who's gonna be a professional comedian? Aisha. One, you came in a close second though. Who's going to earn their BA degree in college? Hands down, Quade. Become a teacher. Who should I vote for to become a teacher? She did the video? Brittany and Anna. Who's gonna own their own business? Sitting in the front row here. Juan, you guys voted for Juan. I like this one. Who's gonna be your future coach on the high school team? Martin? This is a good one. Who's gonna earn their master's degree in college? Some vocalizing over there. Tiffany, you guys voted for Tiffany. Daniel, a very close second. Daniel Greaves. Who's gonna be Trina's assistant? Kylie and Brittany both. Who's gonna become a professional speaker? I gotta vote on that, but Brittany, you're gonna be a professional speaker. You better talk to that man behind you before you leave today. Oh, this is a good one. Who's gonna become a wonderful mom? She's not here today. You guys voted for Zena. Adelie, you're second, and Jasmine is second, oh, third actually, yeah, wow. Wonderful mom. Who's gonna win an Academy Award? Aisha. I wish she was here, huh? How about who's gonna become an engineer? Like Juan, here it is. Wait a close second. Who's gonna win the Academy Award? Maisha, also the Grammy Award, Maisha, boy, she's on everything. Who's gonna have more than 2 kids? Again, she's not here right now. She's preparing for that. Zena. Actually, they put your name down. I think he's gonna have 5 kids. Who's gonna have a career in the health industry? 2 people. We know it's Daniel for sure. Jasmine. Who's our next NBA superstar according to you guys? Martin. This is a great one. Who's gonna build and run an orphanage? Jasmine and Brittany. They can do that together. That's good. Who's gonna see on TV as a TV newscaster? Kylie. You guys voted for Kylie? And who are most likely to have the most friends? Maisha, she's not here. How could you have friends if she's not here? Oh, that just kills me. Who's gonna make a difference in the world? I agree with you guys. I want. And this one was news to me. What are most likely to become a professional race car driver? Jasmine! I want to drive with her someplace. Who's most likely to help the community in a very special way? Big votes on this, Brittany and Aaron. Help the community in a special way. You got big votes on that. Okay, who's going to become a great dad? While they're playing sports, I guess. Martin, Adrian, Taekwon. Okay, become a college professor. Got all the votes, Anna. College professor, don't laugh. Who's going to get married in the next 3 years? Got a ton of votes. Tiffany. Well, this one you guys all voted for. Who's going to become a nurse? Yeah, you guys voted for her. Who's going to be the next Junior Toastmasters coordinator? Yes, you did vote for Ryan, but Aaron and Quay got the most votes. And who's the multi-millionaire? The next one? Daniel G. The president right there. There he is, the president. And then the other question that's going to be in your book is, this person is, and you guys said this person is very kind. Maricel. Very kind person. Hard worker is Daniel Lopez. That's why it's going to be a doctor. Taekwon and Brittany. Who's trustworthy? Anthony, you got more votes on this, but Adelie, you're very trustworthy in this class. You guys got big votes for this person, a financial wizard. Who'd you vote for? Yeah, Taekwon. Who's spiritually minded? Maricel as well. Who's loyal to others? You guys voted for Aaron and Juan. Mentally sharp. He wears glasses too. Quade, sharp guy. Taekwon as well. Who's the great speaker? You guys voted for the great speaker, not good speaker, great speaker. Daniel G. and Wayne. Who's extremely generous? You want to go to lunch with them? Who's that person? Jasmine and Natalie. Besides Miss Curtin, she got a vote. Miss Curtin got a vote. Most unselfish, Brittany. Yeah, she gave all her time for that video. Most helpful. Not one of us. Anthony he's getting all these votes.
I'm not the vote.
I vote for this guy. This guy's gonna help you out. Who would you say is an achiever in your class? Adrian and Tiffany, the achievers. Ooh. Who likes to share? One is you. And Miss Curtin. You're in good company. Loves others more than self. That's a good one. Kylie. Here you are, writing that book. Who's the best singer? Wow. I want to get her CD. Who's very animated? Martin. You know who most of you guys are. Fun to be with? Where'd Aaron go? Aaron got most of the votes. Maisha as well. Incredibly versatile. Daniel Lopez, the doctor. And Ryan, they voted for you on that one. Incredibly versatile. Especially when you have to be, huh? In the last second. I was sick and this guy just grabbed the class. Who's always happy? Maricela and Tiffany. And you guys said this person is my best friend. Jasmine got all the votes on that one. Wow. Who's very honest? Aaron again. Where's Aaron? Did she leave? Very honest, Aaron. A great leader. Brittany, great leader. Gives to others. Is that unselfish guy? Juan, you're getting all these votes. A good listener. Anna, right next to Juan. Almost done. This person is committed to family. Where's my buddy? Check C. You're committed to family. That's a good one. A person of great strength. And he's tall too. Adrian. Fearless. There she is at the door. You guys voted for Trina. Fearless, yeah. See? Who's the classy person in the room? You guys voted for her. Anna, they voted for you. Goal setter is Zena. A good conversationalist is that tall person you get, Adrian. And the friendliest, Maricela and Tiffany got the votes. And finally, voted most likely to, if I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Right? If I call your name, please stand. This is voted most likely to be very successful in life. Voted most likely to be very successful in life. If I call your name, please stand. Adelie. Where's Adelie? Okay. Tiffany. Can you please stand? Remain standing. You hear your name, stand up. Adrian. Check C. What are most likely to be very successful in life? Anna. Please stand. Wayne. Please stand. Brittany. Please stand. Martin. Please stand. Daniel G. Greet. Maricela. Dr. Daniel, please stand. Maricela.
Twice?
Yeah, the picture you're standing. Kylie. Aaron. You left? Where's Juan? Stand up, please. Hi, Juan. Jasmine. You guys all got my vote. You're all for me. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm going to miss you. Trina's going to miss you. We're all going to miss you. But guess what? Kaiser's got very big open doors. Please come back. Thank you, Trina.
So real quick before we end, I just want to give out some more certificates that I didn't forget. So real quick, Anthony Avia for being a good sport this year. Edgar Medina Jesse Perez Aguilar. So much. Jonathan Alvarado. And he's actually a past summer youth student 5 years ago now?
Yes.
5 years ago. Michael Morales. Come on, Michael. But here, Vanessa Roberson. Thank you so much. Last but not least, Edwin Madrid. Thank you again. This concludes our summer youth, 2015 summer youth. Again, thank you, Mike Miller, Ryan,